This could be the end. We did it. We found an egg.
Oh, it's a whole egg.
Do you think these are like our children? Oh.
You can't be old enough to have kids.
You don't know how old a chicken needs to be to have kids?
I don't know. I disapprove.
We found everything in this
pregnancy.
level. You Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Discovery Q. Casey and Marty here, playing a brand new 3D platforming collectathon called PaperKlay.
Ooh, it's like two craft objects stuck together.
They did it. This is like a real arts and crafts class. This is a solo game from a solo dev. Previously worked at Zoink on games like Faye. Remember Faye? It was an EA original from a couple of years ago.
Oh yes, I do remember Faye. I don't remember that it was made by Zoink. That
sounds new. Classic Zoink. But yeah, this game is it's like a micro-sized, relatively short, couple-hour-long 3D platforming collectathon in the veins of, your Banjos, your Spyros, and a little bit of Tearaway.
Sure.
Did you ever play Tearaway on PlayStation?
No, I am familiar with it, but no, I didn't play it myself. But
yeah.
Yes, it does have, it very much is using that similar aesthetic of this is all made of paper.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess clay.
Yeah, you even saw here, you get to the checkpoint and it kind of explodes like a bunch of little origami and confetti into the air. I've completed the game on Steam Deck, and now I ran through a little bit of it just to be able to show some stuff off here for Discovery Q. It is a very simple platformer. Like, if you're looking for a challenge or like a super deep move kit, you're probably not going to find it here. But honestly, this thing is just...
So what do you have then? Yeah, what is your kit made up of?
Yeah, I could pick up a frog.
Oh, what? Well, you know what? I'm sold.
I could pick up a frog and take it to its mother. So here, I'll bring the frog here. Also, this isn't real water. It's all fake. Well, I mean, everything in video games.
You could have fooled me.
Everything in video games is fake. So you have a spin attack, you have a double jump, you have a nice little glide. You could do sort of like a quick, air dash, air tumble, and then ground.
That's an air dash, yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, this is like a nice little hubby open world where, you can do little missions. This thing is, I think this big frog wanted you to, she's like a bad mom and is like, I don't know where my kids are. Can you get my kids for me?
And I'm also too lazy to go find them.
Listen,
I think what is over I think what is over by the purple felt, but
this kid is right next to you. Yeah, and as you see in the upper left-hand corner, you do these little odd jobs for folks. Were you expecting voices?
I was not.
No problem. Happy to see them back home.
The voice acting is a little jarring. It feels like they could have just done the banjo thing of going whoop whoops and womp womps.
We sure will.
Yeah, that's what I would have expected. But yeah. I'm kind of pleasantly surprised that they voiced the whole thing.
And it said that it's like some voice actors from Sly Cooper and from Attack on Titan, and so
wow.
Because if there's one thing this game reminds you of, it's probably Attack on Titan.
And a solo dev sprung for that?
You know what? That's the power of Zoink, my brother. Don't you dare! Don't sleep
on Zoink.
The power of Zoink. And so yeah, this is the hub world, and then there's these couple of these storybooks scattered around that have their own little worlds that all contain 100 doodads to collect and a couple major things. I've completed some of those. I don't think I've done this one in here yet, so we'll jump into one of those and show the book forest. That's just a library, if we're being honest.
A book forest. Yeah, that's what a library is, I suppose.
It's also,
okay, so these, you're in that hub world.
Yeah.
I guess I couldn't tell the extent of it from where you were running around there, but is it much bigger than these book levels?
How did I get killed? The hub world is relatively small, and then you get to the book levels, and they're kind of like a linear Mario level. As you can see here, there's you're just following the path. Yeah.
So it's not like the hub where it's another run around, find things to do thing. Or, there's not much backtracking in the level.
No. There are some kind of side paths, and if this level has 200 coins, you might or buttons, you might finish the level and only have found 170 of them, and so you're like, oh, if I go back through, there was this side path I didn't do. And there's also a few neat touches, like, I don't know if this level will have it, but there are certain levels to where you can... These scissors. I don't like the idea of flying scissors as enemies. That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, like if someone threw scissors at you, you'd
yeah.
be very dismayed.
Messed up. You can... there's certain levels that have these switches where you kind of rotate the entire... like geography and geometry around you, and
that's cool.
It's not just like it has one bespoke solution. It's like, oh, you can rotate it in different positions and collect things on one side and then use the other side in order to cross the platform, and then the third side has a bunch of enemies, but if you defeat them then you like get a little shiny ball. The shiny balls are kind of like your stars.
Okay.
You just need more star. You know, you collect shiny balls to unlock new. Oh my god, the scissors!
They were gonna kill you.
They're so angry. They also don't like every other enemy. I'm like, oh, I could just spin dash into it. I'm like, well, I don't want to spin into this guy.
Yeah, like the blades are facing you. Like, don't just turn your back on it.
It's also, your character is named Chick, and their little friend in the backpack is named Nugget, but it is a small bird. And I'm like, oh no, like that's what you're gonna become.
Is that how this story ends?
There's a side quest in Split Fiction where you play as two pigs, and it does end with you becoming hot dogs. So maybe this is the year of you.
It's like the characters themselves become hot dogs,
and then you control the hot dogs. Yeah, you're just kind of like rolling around as hot dogs.
That makes me feel like my hot dogs are sentient, and that's disturbing.
Yeah, but this is I don't know, the word I keep coming when I was playing through this game, and again, it only took me probably 4 hours to complete with most of the stuff. Runs really great on Steam Deck, which I like. It's just like nice. It's not one of those three. It's not like reinventing the mold. This isn't constantly throwing new ideas at you, like something like Astrobot or like a Mario 3D platformer. But in terms of what a solo dev can do in a genre that they clearly care about probably from their childhood, I just think it's really kind of, I don't know, it's just nice. Like, this feels like a game geared towards
like nice
younger kids, but this is like the kind of thing, little switches here.
Nice feels like the perfect word for it. Like, it's kind of a chill, more relaxing, like you said, geared towards younger players. But also, like, if you're older and you want to play something that's not gonna take you to task, like, this seems pretty pleasant.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't outstay its welcome. It's kind of impressive how each level has kind of a unique hook or gimmick to it. There was one forest where you were constantly rearranging it. This is, I think, the first level that has just a ton of bottomless pits. So this one is kind of like, quote unquote, testing your platforming acumen, which it's not very difficult, but it has nice little twists. I feel like this is if you have like a young kid or like a young family member who digs your Marios or your Astrobots, and we don't get those very often.
It's like a nice like starter platformer.
Yeah, like I said, it was cool. It's cool that they were able to get like voice actors, but then also there are some tunes composed by like David Wise, who did some of the music in like, Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Kazooie and stuff like that. So there's kind of a pedigree here, which you don't expect from a solo game dev. But
look, if a solo game dev can get David Wise to compose for the game, can I get him to like do a track for my wedding?
I'm gonna be honest, you are running out of time. You are running out of time. Could you imagine like coming down the aisle to like a Perfect Dark-esque song?
Oh my god. The audience would stand and applaud.
This is the greatest wedding we've ever been to. I got very worried this wasn't gonna actually have platforms, and I was just gonna fall to my little chickadee death.
But so what is there like kind of a cute narrative to go along with all the cute visuals? Like, why is Chick and Nugget on this little quest?
That's one thing. We're not going to get compelling forward motion in terms of like why you do it. It's mostly like, well, why wouldn't they do it?
Who doesn't like yellow buttons?
We as a society need to find purpose in life, and this is how they found their purpose. There is a so you have here in the menu, you can like, these are like the 6 main levels, and you can see how much you've collected in each of them. You can use the buttons you find to unlock various upgrades. It feels like I have not found enough buttons for a lot of these. 'Cause some of these are pretty expensive. Like I always want to get the magnet one where it like picks up collectibles from a distance.
Sure, it just draws them to you. Yeah.
Yeah. And then same things. You could buy fancy outfits. I don't know what that is. You unlock your first outfit. Was it Christmas outfit?
Maybe like a coat.
Like
Oh yeah, did he?
Oh,
yeah,
lady!
like a parka on.
oh
That's
my
very
god.
cute.
Okay, that's really cute. I like that a lot. Do you own a
Cold
parka?
in his library.
Do you own like a big old like a hooded coat like that? Like something warm? Like do you own a coat to where you could be like, I could survive in Alaska for a week with this coat?
No, I used to, but when I used to like walk and commute
Sure.
to like high school and stuff, yeah, I had like a big ass North Face. But nowadays, just a little pea coat will do me fine. I'll just sit in my car, turn the heat on. But no, you're in like the Midwest. I know it gets.
Oh, it gets
brutally cold over
yeah,
there.
it gets hella cold. I'm still in yeah, I am in pea coat mode and a hat, but yeah, I could use something furry just in case. Like, there's always gonna be a time like a possibility that like I'm in a plane crash in Alaska. I don't know why that's always a possibility.
Why?
That seems like
Why was your plane headed to Alaska?
Listen, I was trying to get to New York and it made a wrong turn, and suddenly I was in Alaska. Listen, if the girls in yellow jackets have to deal with that, maybe I'm gonna have to deal with that. So.
What were they, like a volleyball team or something? I can't
I believe
remember.
they were a soccer team. Yeah, which is like
okay. Close enough.
volleyball of the feet.
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
I don't know. Was that frog
What?
talking to me?
Why is this, that billboard talking to us?
This is a dystopian future a la Blade Runner.
Look, if the future is just covered in books, I think we won.
Yeah, I feel like this is the opposite of what the future is going to be. It's going to
What
be
is
like
the opposite of dystopia? Is that utopia?
It is utopia, but the future's
So
it's
what's
not
like,
going to be
what's like
books.
middle ground? Like
it's
what's
going to be
what's-
people being like, Gork, what was Crime and Punishment about? Is that what his name is? Gork?
You know what? It should be now. If it's not, they messed up.
I can't stand it's like the rare case of times where I go on Twitter and the first reply to everything is like, Gork, what's going on? I'm like, what are you guys
Yeah,
doing?
that's
Just fucking read.
it's a mess.
Gork, is this true? Is it? I don't think his name is Gork. I keep saying Gork.
It's not Gork, but I also don't want to say what it is because I hate everything about
It might be Gork.
Twitter right now.
It could be Gork. Between Gork and Gromage, I'm not. I'm having a hard time pronouncing G words the last couple days.
And gourmage, as we all know, is when you eat yourself into a coma.
When you eat yourself, all of a sudden you listen. I'm saying when they gourmage in Clair Obscur, they kind of turn into little pieces of confetti like this. I guess it's more flowers than confetti, but
Yeah, but can you put them in a salad? That's the question.
would you? Would you, if you were a resident of Lumiere and didn't get Gromage during one of those, would you like run around and pick up a bunch of like the body flowers and be like, oh, I'm gonna make like a real good summer salad using these? Listen, the Pinterest, not all that bad.
Oh, I have so many questions now that you've said that. Like, is there like a dedicated cleaning service? Like, do you sweep up your loved ones?
Oh yeah, is that you who does it, or is there like a certain age every year that does it? Like, okay, you're 5 years removed from Gromaging, so it's time for you to sweep it up. Son of a bitch! I just did a
that's
full
real
circle
sad.
back to the beginning of the level.
Oh well, congrats, you made it.
Congrats.
You can go back home now.
Congrats. Me and my little chickadee. I was too busy thinking about gourmaging. That's the problem. At least, you know what?
And you didn't get every single button either, so
I didn't
that's
get
your
every
penance.
button. No, I didn't get every button at all. Did you, like as a kid, did you futz with the kind of the big 3D platform? You were like an N64 kid. Like, were you playing?
Yeah, like the thing is, I was very like hard Nintendo pilled.
Sure.
So I didn't mess with any of the PlayStation platformers. Well, not for an extended period of time because I had friends who had consoles and stuff. So I played like very tiny bits of Spyro, very tiny bits of Crash, but the 3 platformers I loved were the Marios. Bomberman 64 had a really fun one. I said Bomberman 64, that was the name of the game, but Bomberman had a really fun one.
No, he was the 64th
Bomberman
Bomberman.
64.
Bomberman. I just saw in a God, I can't remember what the name of it was, but I just saw an upcoming indie game that very much seems like it's heavily inspired by Bomberman 64. Even in terms of like your main kind of weapon is like just pulling out a random bomb and being able to throw it a little bit in front of you, and I'm like, ooh, this looks good.
Is that not patented?
You can't patent like acts of domestic terrorism. Otherwise, history would have patented that.
You know what? That's fair.
Listen, and if Hudson's not out here making new 3D Bomberman game, then that's their loss. That's on them.
I wouldn't mind a new 3D, but Bomberman could use a reinvention.
Did you play? There was like a couple. There was a couple on N64 and then a couple on GameCube. I think it was like Bomberman Generations, like that were the 3D platforming ones, not just like regular ass Bomberman.
No, it was only that one actually.
Yeah.
That Bomberman 64 was. I think that might have been the only Bomberman game I've ever played.
Oh, you never played any like the top down?
There was like there was one I played on PC that was like an old arcade thing.
Yeah,
like 4-player multiplayer thing. That was really fun. Yeah,
there was one called like Atomic Bomberman, I remember on PC, that could be like 8 or 10 players or whatever. And it was like 8-player local multiplayer, and I was like 9, and so I just played against bots because I'm like, my parents ain't letting me have fucking 8 friends come over. Also, I don't have 8 friends. That's
too
many friends. I'm always impressed by 3D platforming characters that are able to like grip and pull themselves up. That just seems like it would be difficult. Like,
I mean, he's not got a lot of body, right? Like when you don't have a ton of body weight, it's much easier for you to lift that weight up.
Yeah, but I mean, he's also got like.
Also, he's a bird, like hollow bones.
He's got hollow bones. That's true, but he's got like little chicken arms, literally little chicken arms. I think I'm mostly just upset that
make you like weaker overall. Like,
I think I'm mostly upset that
would it hurt you more?
This bird is clearly stronger than I am, and I think it's making me question a lot of things. I think even Nugget might be stronger than me.
But you can just eat them though, so
that's true. Yeah, bones and all.
It's evened out.
Get these scissors out of here!
Oh, these angry scissors.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have nightmares about these things.
I feel like you could put those in a survival horror game and they would fit just fine.
Yeah, these are by far the scariest enemy we've seen in this game so far.
There was a whole game called Clock Tower about a dude who chased you with scissors, and he wasn't as scary as those men. There you go. We found it. We found a glowy. Get out of here.
Nice. Oh, so that doesn't eject you from the level? Are there multiples in the hub world?
Yeah. There's multiple glowies. And it doesn't do like the kind of Mario 64 thing of when you collect one, it, like you said, scooting you out of the level.
Okay, so how do you know when you're done then?
There is an exit.
You just wander the space aimlessly until you find all the glowies, or
each level has an exit, which I feel like I can get to. I feel like we'd have already been there had I not mistakenly just gone back through the entirety of.
Well, that's cool because you hadn't even gotten the glowy that you came in here for. So
see, you got to spend glowies to make glowies.
That's what they say.
That's what they say on the streets. I feel like you can't talk about glowies on the streets. We used to be a society.
Not in mixed company, no.
You were able to talk about glowies on the streets.
You can see like those big like confetti fans in the distance. Those are just the jump pads, or
those are like there's like bounce pads, and then there's also kind of hover pads to where when you can pull out your parachute thing, and then it'll hot air you up into the air. That's a real thing, right? Hot airing you? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Webster's.
Listen, is it a 3D platformer if you're not getting hot aired up into the air? I don't think so.
Yeah, that was a big innovation of 3D platformers when it was like, hey, hot airing you.
Yeah, we're gonna play with some verticality. We're gonna shoot your ass way up into the air.
Like even the oldest platformers always played with the idea of height.
Oh yeah,
I feel like, right? Like
yeah, that was even.
So it only makes sense to just double down on that when you start using the 3D space.
And it was like even an exciting thing in like 2D platformers when it would be like, oh, it's not just the top of the screen. Like you can go up in Mario 3 and there's more to the screen than that.
Yeah, there's platforming stuff just out of vision.
Yeah. Oh no, that frog's back. You better not talk to me. That's right. That's right. think it's this glowy thing I need to get to. Oh, this was the problem. I was supposed to go to that glowy thing that's like right ahead of us, and instead I ran up into this arc of books and then just went back to the beginning.
I mean, I can see it. It does look like a thing you want to stand on, like that book arch.
And it let us. So, listen, I'm gonna say I blame Zoink for that one. It doesn't even work at Zoink anymore. I don't know why I blame it Zoink. No, that's not me. Look, and we opened the store.
So this solo dev used to be at Zoink. He's
correct.
Not at
Was a
Zoink.
level designer, and I believe
okay.
the dev is named WhyKev. It's like Kevin something, but they go by WhyKev.
So Zoink lost a real one.
Zoink lost a real one, and I believe Zoink ended up getting like merged with like Thunderful or something. I think there's a bunch of like a Swedish development conglomerate.
Yeah, I like a lot of stuff that they've helped publish.
Yeah, yeah. Is that bad? Oh no, that's good. We're gonna say that's good. Get out of here! Oh my god, it cut my ass.
Ooh.
Cut my ass twice. Can't do anything in the air. This looks like this could be the end. We did it. We found an egg.
Oh, it's a whole egg.
Do you think these are like our children? Oh.
You can't be old enough to have kids.
You don't know how old a chicken needs to be to have kids.
I don't know. I disapprove.
We found everything in this
pregnancy.
level. We'll do one more little side quest out here in the open world with these freaky looking tortoises. Hello, sir.
Oh dear. Those pesky
Classic
critters
Kelly.
are causing such a fuss. My little ones don't dare go into the water with them around.
What kind of critters are we talking about?
Yeah, we gotta identify
Tiny
critters here.
creatures, but they nip and scare my children. We turtles are not so fast on land, you see.
That is
We
true.
can help clear them out for you, right, Chick?
Absolutely.
We don't know. Nugget might be Chick's child.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know.
I'd be so
He's
grateful to
calling
have the
their
water
parent by
safe
their
for my
first
little
name. I don't
ones.
like it.
You think-
Disrespect.
It just says enemies. Who do we think they are? These dudes up here? Oh.
Oh, I thought it was water.
It is water, and I just walk on it. I feel it's got some real Jesus stuff going on. Okay, that was one of the enemies. Gotcha. I thought it was gonna be like unique enemies, but it's these little.
Oh, okay, these like little
clap
paper
traps.
haters.
Yeah.
These like those chattering teeth toys.
Yeah. I don't like those. There's a lot of like
Look,
snipping
kids,
and biting
the
in this
water is
game
safe once more.
between the scissors and the
I'm
chattering
glad you
teeth.
came around and helped.
I mean, what is paper's worst enemy, right? Like being cut, torn.
Rock? No, it is scissors. Never mind. It's not rock at all.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
actually scissors.
We couldn't just stand by. Didn't feel right.
I feel like there's an over representation of
I almost forgot.
paper and
Here,
not
take
enough
this. I found
clay.
it earlier.
Sure, it is PaperKlay with a K. I don't know if that changes
Oh.
anything. It's just a different,
Is Clay like a person?
former Golden State Warrior Klay Thompson, the basketball player. Could be. We don't know. There's no way to know.
I mean, the parachute kind of looks like it's Clay. But
Yeah,
that seems
I mean,
like
a
it should
clay
have been
parachute
paper,
seems
if
like
I'm going to be honest.
Terrible idea. A clay parachute? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the quick death you would have from that? But yeah, that's PaperKlay. Like I said, it's a relatively short. I think that book level was one of like the 6 main levels in the game. So it's a relatively short
And
one.
there's not a ton of game either, right? Yes.
No, just a couple hours long. But yeah, this one is I don't know who this owl is.
Chick, I don't like to fly.
I thought that was you saying that for a
I'm gonna
second.
be sick.
And I was like, why are you talking in that voice? Where is he going? I was getting ready to end the video, and then he just
Yeah, like,
started.
how did we get here?
Went
We're
into like,
watching a
oh,
whole
he's in the
movie
book
now.
zone.
Whoa! You can barely see the ground from here. Nugget,
This is incredible.
come out of the bag and check this view.
You know my favorite heights. I'd rather not.
Hey, don't worry.
I like the way the felt
Guy,
looks, if I'm being
be
honest.
safe.
Oh yeah, cool.
It's a nice texture.
Just let me know
Yeah.
when we're on the ground. You know where I'll be.
I don't think we'll ever get this view again.
I sure hope.
So this is the level you've been in that they're showing you.
No, this is like more
more
open stuff. I played this level on Steam Deck. but I have not played this level on this one. So yeah, you need it. It's almost like you do enough stuff in that first part of the open world that it then sends you to a new.
Oh, so you get a second hub world. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Look at these chestnuts. You know they're gonna get put in the fire.
Oh my god, they're getting roasted.
You
right
know they're
in
getting put in the fire. But yeah, that's PaperKlay. It's out May 27th. I believe $15 with a launch week sale on PC. As of now, I believe there are plans for a version on the Switch as well as other consoles, but that's down the road. And like I said, I played through it on Steam Deck, and it plays great. So I give that one a high recommendation. So yeah, if you liked what you saw, kind of simple 3D platformers with a charming aesthetic and a charming kind of tone and visual palette, I give this one a reco, because we don't get these games very often.
This is very nice, very sweet. If you have kids, pay attention, I think.
Yeah, and if you have kids, think about naming one of them Nugget. It's a nice name for kids. Thank you so much, Casey. And thanks, everyone, for watching this episode of Discovery Queue on PaperKlay. For more small indie games like this that we dig, stay tuned right here on Second Wind. Bye, everyone.
Bye.